my name is Shinlin, and thank you for purchasing Melt by Genteishiryo. Melt is a linking rings effect with miniature-sized linking rings, so this is meant for the close-up situation. Now, you should have received 4 rings in your DVD, and 2 of these rings should be gimmicked, or gaffed rather. And when you take a closer look, you can actually notice that these 2 rings have slit. So when you open them apart, you can actually notice the slit opening. So you can notice this for the 2 rings. As such. Now, in the case that these rings came in malfunction, let's say maybe it was like this, all you have to do to fix it is just pull away, and there it is, it's fixed. Okay? And also, if you notice that the ring sometimes can bend inwards like this, you can fix it by bending it back out and back in, so that you can fix it back to its original position, like that. Okay? Let's get into the very, very basic method of how to actually extend the rings so that it can cause that line right there to open up, and thus causing the linking of the rings. Let's get into it. So here's the main method of melt. Here's how you actually extend this little gap so that you can cause a non-gaffed ring to melt into the gaffed ring. Okay? Like this. Here's how you do it. Imagine your right hand, if you're right-handed. If you're left-handed, do this with your left hand. But when you're right-handed, imagine like you're shooting a rubber band with your hand. Or rather, you are making a gun shape. With this index finger pointing out, these 3 fingers close in, and your thumb pointing outwards. You're going to grip the gaffed ring with those 3 fingers, and actually those 3 fingers is what holds that ring. The first finger is going to extend outwards, and the thumb is going to push into the ring. Now when you want the hole to extend out, you're going to push with your first index finger up. As you pull down with your pinky, this causes this gap to get even bigger, okay? Like this. And that gap, as you can see over there, is big enough to go into the non-gaffed ring. Now notice what I did over there. As I inserted this ring into the other, and make sure to let go of only the non-gaff ring because it has a natural sound to it. Don't do this. Don't do the link, and then don't let go of the gaff ring. You notice the sound, there's a difference. It doesn't sound the same when I let go of the gaff ring as opposed to when I let go of it with the normal ring. See how it's a natural ring to it? So that is essentially the main method in how you actually perform the entire routine. So I'll go over it one more time. These 3 fingers are going to grab that ring. First finger is going to point out, thumb's going to contact the top edge of the ring. Now, the gaff line, which you can actually see as a performance, you know the keeper is right over here, it should be opposite of your thumb. Okay? Like that. Pull, push. Now, when it comes to the audience, you want the audience to be standing in front of the gaff ring. You don't want them to be standing to the side. Right now the camera is at a revealing angle. I mean, technically you could perform this surrounded, but if you want to do it surrounded, you're going to have to do it fast. Like that. That way they can't see you actually pushing and causing the ring to extend. You don't want them to see that. So you want to do it really fast if you're indeed doing this surrounded. But if there's about 5 to 6 people and it's an intimate situation, make sure they're in front of the gaff ring, like this, so that when I extend it, see how you can see anything? But when I go to this angle, what you can see here. So, remove, insert, and let go of the non-gaff ring. Okay? So, now for these 2 rings, which are over here, you have them held the entire time, or you can leave them on the table. Some musicians do that. Or you can put them over a wine bottle or on your close-up neck, whichever you prefer. Or you can also hold them. So I do the move like this, really slowly. Let go. Done. Now as I grab the next ring, I'm sorry, they're connected. As I grab the next ring, I make sure my right hand's the one that's grabbing the gaff ring because my right hand is the one that does the move. Okay? Because I'm right-handed, so it's easier for me. You can do it, you can be ambidextrous with it, but it's a little bit harder. I just prefer to always make it my right hand. So I go down, pull, get into an angle, go. And I can now display the 2 rings. Now for the final attachment, you want to do this. This is for the basic routine. Again, you can make up your own ways of attaching these rings together, but this is the most basic. I just combine these 2 together. Now notice what happens. Now the edge is right over here. This is where the gap is. Okay? I'm hiding it with my thumb. What I'm going to do is I'm literally going to do this. I'm pushing them into each other like this. But I'm doing it in the cover of my hand. Like that. So if you notice, I show the 2 rings very cleanly. Remember, this routine can be very clean with the ring. Come together. Notice where the gap is right here. I'm covering my hands because what I'm about to do is I'm literally going to push together these 2 rings. But obviously don't show the force like that. Don't do that. I was just exaggerating. When you do it very, very, very quietly, very smoothly. And what you want to do is you want to rotate those 2 rings. And all you have to do is you let go, technically. That and all 4 rings. Okay, because right now you're in this position. Like that. So all you have to do is just let go with your middle finger. And then the rings will go. Just like that. Okay? So that is the basic routine. Okay, now that you have learned how to connect all of the rings together, there are many different ways to actually take them apart. Notice how the two gaff rings are now connecting with each other along with the non-gaff rings at the end. The first thing you want to do is to disconnect the two gaff rings. So there's many ways upon doing that. You can secretly take it out, again, by doing that method where you cover it with your hand, cover the hole with your hand and just secretly pinch it out like this. Okay? And then you can go and below, and then separate, right? So I'll do that again. They're connected, secretly unhook them without the spectators knowing, and once you know that they're unhooked, you blow, and then they separate. And then you go and do the 1-by-1 separation. Now you want to separate them individually. Here, again, there's many ways you can do this. One of the main ways you can do is literally by just seeing where that hole is. Right? Right here. Noticing where it is. Contacting it directly against. Contacting that hole directly against the ring. And then literally pulling it apart. Okay? So you have that gaff hole right there. Put at the edge of the non-gaff ring. And as you pull it apart, you can twist it like this. I'll show you. Notice what happens when you twist it. It's almost automatic. It happens automatically. Very, very cool. Okay, you just come apart. Very easy. And again, for the last two, the exact same method. If you want to do them, just twist them and they come apart. Okay? Just like this, you show one, and done. Very easy. Okay? That's the main way of getting rid of the ring. But another way, you can do it. Will be like this. Show the side, really clean. And now as you pull that ring apart, you're going to do the same configuration. Notice the gun shape with my right hand. You're going to push up, cause the hole to, the gaff ring to extend, and pulse very slowly, as if it's melting away. That's only if you want to do that method, okay? You don't have to do this, you can do the original, where you're here, and twist, and it comes off. That method works just fine as well. It's all your preference. So, that is how you get rid of the ring. In the basic performance and in the trailer, when I had the forms together, I actually did this motion. Somehow, one of the rings came off. Now if you try this on your own, same thing will occur. This just happens automatically. There's really no method for it. You can do this if you want, but one by one, the ring will come off if you just turn your hands around. Like I said, this is a natural occurrence that you can do. It is rather easy. I like it because it's a flourishy move, and it happens as I do it when I'm turning the rings around. It's kind of cool. So, yeah, I like it. You can do it if you want, or you can do the basic routine. It's your choice. Yeah. Alright, so that was essentially melt. Now, again, this is not limited to just linking of the rings. You can be creative, borrow someone's key and link that, and then have them extend their hands out, and then unlink it. Or you can borrow a girl's ring, or anything really. So be creative. Come up with your own ways to do a routine involving not just the rings, but also borrowed objects as well. So yeah, that is it. Remember, these gaff rings are just a utility device for you to come up with amazing routine. So, that's it. My name is Shin Lim. This was Melt by Genteishiryo. Thank you very much.